Good evening, everyone. This is Michael from BroJMR, and you are looking at a brand new episode of What's New. And it's kind of a brand new old episode because I'm going to be encompassing what's come out of the past couple of weeks, because you're probably thinking to yourself, hey, where the hell has this kid been? Well, this kid has been on vacation and then had to come back to work, and I just haven't had time to do one of these videos. I said we were in Georgia 2 weeks ago, and obviously I didn't get anything, didn't shoot anything. Matter of fact, the To Be or Not To Be, our series on Sons of Anarchy, still has not even been edited yet, and that was 2 weeks ago. So that shows how far behind we are on this. So I'm just going to give you a quick rundown. Excuse me, I'm getting sick. Of what's come out the past couple of weeks. And I didn't pick any of this stuff up because really there wasn't anything to interest me except for one thing, and it was a little too expensive to pick up, especially since I was on vacation. But I did find a massively awesome sale at Movie Trading Company, and so we picked up a plethora of stuff, and so I'll kind of show you about that and kind of explain what we do about that. But coming up, new movies of any that's worth really anything, that was any big titles. Really, there's only two. Sex Tape. Who wants to see Jason Segel and Cameron Diaz get naked and do it? Yeah, okay. Movie kind of bombed. I may check it out whenever it gets to Netflix. I ain't gonna pay to rent it. Purge Anarchy. Apparently the first Purge movie was pretty good. I never saw it, and apparently the second one was pretty okay too, so maybe that'll be okay. So TV, not very much on TV. This time around we had the final season of Mad Men Part 1 was released. I don't know why they're doing a Part 1 and Part 2. I didn't watch the show, so maybe they're just trying to milk the consumer for more money. I don't know, but whatever. There you go. WKRP in Cincinnati. They released the box set of the entire series last week. For those of you who do not know what WKRP is in Cincinnati, it's actually a very, very funny show. I've seen a few episodes. My mom loved it. It's about a radio station, and hence the call letters, WKRP. It was a TV show back in, I think it was late 70s, early 80s, and it was very, very funny. Very funny show. Video games. Oh, I'm sorry. I got to go back to the big thing that came out. The one thing that I did want that I did not pick up because it was pretty pricey. And since I was on vacation that week, I didn't have the money to spend. I didn't have a way to get it home, and so I'm just gonna have to wait until maybe see Black Friday if they get it. If they will have it on sale. If not, I'll pick it up after Christmas. Peewees Playhouse. Peewees Playhouse is finally being released as a complete series on Blu-ray. That's right, Pee Wee Herman on Blu-ray, and apparently they went back and cleaned it up very, very well. From what Paul Rubin himself has said, if you go back and watch the show, you will notice stuff that you've never noticed before. It's the same reaction as when the DVD set first came out, the individual volumes. There was such a huge difference between that and what was on TV. Apparently it's going to be the same thing. And speaking of Pee Wee Herman news, it hasn't been officially announced, but Paul Rubin did announce it on Jimmy Kimmel Live, or actually, I guess, The Tonight Show. I guess it's considered The Tonight Show now. There is going to be a new Pee Wee Herman movie. It is coming. It has been rumored for the past 3 or 4 years, but it is actually coming. It's going to be produced by Judd Apatow, and so I'm really looking forward to that. I watched that show a lot when I was a kid, and it was I enjoyed it. It was fun. Going through the video games real quick. A lot of stuff came out on video games past couple of weeks. We got season 2 of Walking Dead, the Telltale games. That's out on PS4 and Xbox One. Just Dance 2015. I know that's a big popular thing. If you like those games, those are good party games from what I hear. That's actually out on all systems, both Xbox systems, both PlayStation systems, and both Nintendo systems. Yes, including the original Wii. They did release it on the Wii. Lords of the Fallen. I don't know anything about that game. I'm guessing it's probably like an RPG type thing. PS4, Xbox One, NBA Live 2015, Xbox One and PS4 if you are a basketball fan, if that's into you. Sunset Overdrive for Xbox One. This has actually been getting pretty good reviews. That's not my actually type of game. It looks like it's a parkour slash zombie mutant fighting game along. It's the mechanics look along the lines of Mirror's Edge. I watched my brother play that game. I didn't understand it at all, and so that's really not my cup of tea. And finally, WWE 2K15 for PS3 and Xbox 360 was released. If you're a wrestling fan and like wrestling games, go for that. And that will be released on next-gen consoles in a couple of weeks, so I'll talk about that when it's... Some of you have asked how we can afford our collection that we have. Doesn't it cost a lot of money? Yes, it does cost a lot of money. But it would cost so much more if we actually paid full price for all this stuff, and we don't. We always will wait, except for new releases, big new releases, we will usually pay full price if they're not on sale, but they're always on sale anyway, so that didn't even matter. As I've said earlier, Movie Trading Company did have a pretty good sale going on this weekend. It's actually their anniversary sale. It's buy two, get one free. That's always a good thing. That's on all music, DVDs, Blu-ray, video games, posters. They got their video game equipment on clearance, sale out, videotapes. Pretty much everything in the store that's used, you get it buy two, get one free. So we took advantage of picking up some stuff that we didn't have yet, or that we replaced, upgraded to the Blu-ray. Also, before I get into that, just because it's on top, if you might still be able to find it, they might still have it set up. I was off today, but Walmart did have some holiday horror, Halloween-themed movies on sale for about $7 a piece. So I picked up Scary Movie 3. And this is actually the unrated edition, Scary Movie 3.5. Technically is what it's called. Now, well, granted, it wasn't the best one. I actually liked the first one, but it is David Zucker, so it's a different kind of humor than what the Wayans had, so it wasn't too bad. We got Saw 6, unrated collector, Saw 3, Saw 2, and Saw 1. Jonathan is into the Saw movies. He's a big fan of them, so he's been slowly trying to replace the DVDs with the Blu-ray, because the Blu-ray box set that he put out actually kind of sucked. They had like, it was for 7 movies there was 3 discs, so it was only, or maybe 4 discs, so there was like double movies on each side. So he said he would rather get the individual ones, and so when you find them cheap, pick them up. Another new one that I got, I did actually pay a new price for this, Kingpin, Farley Brothers movies that came out in 1997. This was actually really funny. I enjoyed it. I did see it in the theater. It is a cult comedy classic with lots of balls. the biggest thing that is awesome about this is the unforgettable performance of Bill King Murray. Bill Murray, that he made this movie so much more watchable. Okay, let's get into what we talked about with the new stuff. We did get Saw, the final chapter, which is, I believe, Saw 7. And if you notice this, excuse me, where I can find it, yellow sticker right here, this is all used stuff. So we didn't pay much of anything for this. Warm Bodies. Jonathan picked this one up. He was interested in it. And it's not a... I haven't watched it yet, but it seems like a pretty interesting story. A zombie that falls in love. And for as cheap as it was, it's not too bad. Total Recall, the 2014 version of this. Is this the new one? Yeah. Colin Farrell is the title role. This is actually a double dip for us on Blu-ray. We have the unrated cut already, but this is the steelbook. And so we always double dip if we find a steelbook, especially when it's used. Rock of Ages. I kind of like, those who know me, I love 80s hair metal. And I've never actually made it all the way through this movie because I rented it on Redbox once and I didn't get a chance to watch the whole thing. So I'm looking forward to seeing it again. It's got a lot of great music. Def Leppard, Journey, Night Ranger, Poison, REO Speedwagon, all kinds of great stuff. So I'm looking forward to seeing that one again. The Purge. I mentioned this earlier. The sequel did come out last week, so we picked up the original ones to prepare for getting to see the second one. Pirates of the Caribbean on Stranger Tide, otherwise known as Pirates of the Caribbean 4. I haven't watched this one yet, but I did like all the other Pirates of the Caribbean movies. Johnny Depp did a, he is that character now, and that's pretty much what people are going to know him for the longest time. Pleasantville. I love this movie. This movie is so awesome. I was so excited when this came out on Blu-ray, and this is the first time I've ever seen it on Blu-ray, and it's been out for probably a year or so. Great movie. The biggest thing about this movie that I love is the theme of racism. It's simply a great movie that deals with racism, believe it or not. Grindhouse Time, Planet Terror. I have been avoiding picking these up on Blu-ray because I wanted to get the box set of them together, but they were not the unrated and extended cuts. But so finally, they're finally releasing these out on individual discs. I was able to find Planet Terror. I need to find Death Proof as well. Disney's Oz the Great and Powerful. We only got a few more of these left. I know this is getting long. I loved everything Disney, and so I'm kind of excited to see this. I still have not watched this out, even though it's been out for a long time. But I'm intrigued by the fact of James Franco as kind of playing the wizard. Dark Shadows. I picked this movie up only because it's, of course, Johnny Depp and Tim Burton is another great teamwork with him. This actually came on ABC Family a couple of days ago, and I watched a few minutes of it. I was like, ooh, I want to watch that, and I didn't have it, so we found it on sale. Beautiful Creatures. Jonathan was interested in this one. I think we actually did watch this. I don't remember seeing it, but Jonathan says we did watch this, and so we'll give it another shot. I'll give it another shot and see if it's any good. Apparently, this is based on a book, and it's actually disappointed that they didn't finish the book series. And finally, I know this is getting long. This is actually a new one. It actually came out several weeks ago. This is the first time I found it. This is The Addams Family. Love this movie. They're creepy and they're kooky, mysterious and ooky. Total goth family. Love it. And I did like the show when it was on. I've seen it in reruns, but I'm excited about watching this again. This is another one from childhood. So thanks for staying with me on this. I will probably have to edit this down some. Next week or in a few days when the next episode comes out, it won't be as long. I promise you that. Thanks for watching. As always, go out, buy some shit, support local retailers. Thanks. Blessed be.